It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and Tom Griswold.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
No, it's not.
It's
Christy Lee, Western dealer. Would you like an ace? Should I turn over this ace
silk.
for you?
It's not flannel.
It's Miss Kitty.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it looks more like a yoga mom thing to me than it does a dealer thing. Is that rude?
No, it's
I get
for
it.
Willie and I. That's like hotness.
I think
Christy
the
goes,
You look great, but as Chick point, you look like you're dealing cards, and it's one of those secondary.
the Silver Nugget.
Yeah, like
secondary casino. I don't even get the massage.
Well, they're a little more buttoned up.
yeah, you don't. Yeah, not the formal casino. You're not at the, very good. You're not at the Bellagio. You're at the one downtown. Whatever it is, the Lone Star.
Silver Nugget or whatever.
They let you pick apart peanuts and throw the shells on the
Get
floor.
one of those yard slushies. And
Get your hands off the table.
There you go.
yeah, you might yell at me for elbows
Yes.
on the table.
You're telling kids, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you always double down on 11. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You took your shoes off.
I was at one of those places, and I have a witness. I was at one of those places.
No, not this story. It makes me cringe.
Playing blackjack, and it's important while
this
playing.
is one of my favorite
while playing
Tom
blackjack
moments.
that the other players at least have a somewhat of a grasp of what they're doing.
Yes.
It is.
And they don't do things like, hit on 20.
Right. Mess up your next card.
Yes.
That kind of thing.
Yes.
Hit on a 20.
I was there.
You gotta really want that
I don't want to
ace.
mention the person's name. It was one of our engineers'
Wife.
and it was his wife.
Oh, boy.
But Tom said the funniest thing in a real world situation I've ever heard in my life. She says, "Hit me," and Tom says, "What are you trying to get the 31?"
I've seen dealers go, are you sure you want to do that?
I have
man?"
too.
Which I think is a great deal.
Yes.
No, I think she had like 17 or 18. I'm pretty sure about it.
I think it was 19. She was
Whatever you don't hit on
Unless you're
it.
a card counter.
Well, also at a certain level, blackjack dealing is kind of just babysitting morons.
Yep.
Until you're with the elite players, it's just guys that just got off their flight. They have no clue what they're doing. They just want to smoke inside.
That's what those
Yes.
other casinos are.
He's
they're fun.
right.
And you can learn that way. You play the dollar blackjack tables because good luck going to one of the main casinos and finding one under 25.
And those are, yeah.
And
So,
they've heard the
but
blackjack.
the larger point is Christy looks like she'd be dealing at, shall we say, a lesser casino. Not in any reflection on you personally. It's just your outfit looks more like your name tag would be in the shape of a sheriff's badge.
Yes.
Hi, welcome to Cowboy Jack's.
I'm Kitty.
How
Yeah.
you doing?
I think I'd sit at your table.
Thank
what do
you.
you got there? A 6-deck shoe?
Sure, why
okay.
not?
Yeah, I'm down.
They make you call yourself Kitty, and you look at the guy after about an hour and go, "My real name's Christy."
You call me Kitty.
Christy, the color pattern is right, but the fabric is different. It's too flowy. It looks good.
Yeah,
You
it's
shouldn't be
silk.
worried about
It's
it.
like-
yeah.
I think the vest is what?
The vest is on because it's 14 tech local listings. It's a little chilly outside.
Okay,
I
well.
can take it off if it's bothering you people. How's that?
You know what? The shirt's kind of bothering me, too. And I don't know about those jeans.
14,
Really?
Jeffrey
My
Epstein's
God,
lucky number.
strip for me.
My God.
That's a different kind of place in Las Vegas.
Notice everyone missed it.
So was
No,
there,
I heard it.
We all heard it. We intentionally.
There's a difference between
What is
ignoring
wrong with you?
and not hearing.
Everyone missed it.
so did you have to follow that after a dinner? You took your clothes off for him at the end
What?
of the bed?
Could
Or,
we, excuse
Huh?
me.
Hell are you
We're busy
talking
over
about?
here with reality.
Oh, I've got a good letter here.
Looking at the
I got a bunch of letters here. What do you got over there, John?
Well, remember that smelly hippie lady who lives on a boat?
She wasn't smelly.
she was
Deborah
lovely.
and Isla Murata
She's
living on a sailboat.
listening to our show on Isla Murata, living on a
Who
sailboat.
knows what crime she's
My
committed to have
my
Stop it.
dream is to live on a
lives
sailboat.
on a sailboat, so nobody can ask her what the
Most-
smell is.
One of the most beautiful places in the
By
world.
the Chief
Where are the
Lodge down
ex-husbands
there?
buried is what I want to ask.
Ah,
Debbie.
Now, Josh, have you ever
Run
been on
away
a
to
sailboat?
Of course not. Wait, why are you asking?
Here we go.
I think at Josh's price, he should stick with full
Are you
price boats.
are you familiar with hiking out or healing? Those terms.
Oh God.
Is healing when you have...
Healing is when the craft will say tilt. You've watched.
Oh, I
Sailing
thought it was
on
when you
tilt.
ran out of the
Time
normal...
now again for Tom Griswold and pretentious remarks.
See, I call healing when you run out of the good pieces of bread and you have to make a sandwich.
The
it's-
heels, yeah.
If it weren't for sailing, none of us would be
Well,
here.
Deborah has written me.
Has she?
I don't know.
See, the
I don't
point I
know.
was trying to make, Josh, is on a sailboat, when it heels, you ask folks on the board to move their weight around.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay.
So I would be one of the folks on the boat, and I would be asked to move my weight around. Mm-hmm. And what's funny about this?
That's an accessible joke.
Are you saying?
Do you hear anyone else laughing?
No one's laughing at you except for you because you're mean.
Do you hear the
Remember the
silence?
time Josh tried to go to the bathroom in a canoe?
No.
No,
Getting in and out of a canoe for anyone is rather difficult while at sea. I'm sorry. We have a letter.
So
Go
what
ahead.
did Deborah say?
Well, she's trying to tell me that living on a sailboat is easy. She says showering is easy unless there are high winds. The lifestyle is so peaceful.
I bet.
And Christy, you've been here on the island.
Yes, I have.
The Lorelei Cabana Bar is she's right across from where
Lorelei.
I've been there.
Lorelei?
I used to go there with my
I've
mom.
been there.
Did you say
I
Lorelei?
sure did.
I got chicken wings there as a kid. I love that place.
It is a great bar.
And it's you're right by the water, and you can
Yep.
see like manatees and stuff, I think.
Yep.
Deborah, who I guarantee doesn't own a razor, says that she's an original Indiana girl.
Give me that. I'm going to go visit her.
And Tom, she says, you know, boats I live on, 26-foot westerlies.
Oh, nice.
Made in England.
Very nice. I'd like to decorum, if you will. We need to get sorted out here because
Decorum you.
we have a special guest joining us on the phone. This all started with a letter that we had earlier this morning
Yes?
from the lovely Debra, who is aboard his ship right now. She is on her sailboat.
Weird hippie running
How do you
from
pronounce the place, Christy?
Isla Morada.
Isla Morada. And I believe...
What a wonderful phrase.
Is this Deborah on the phone right now?
Uh-oh.
Line
Yes,
3.
it is.
Hey, Deborah, how are you?
Hi, guys.
Now, you're
Well.
Now, Deborah, I'm a sailboat fan. I guess I'm the only one in the room here, apparently.
I can tell.
I'm not necessarily not a fan. I've never been on one.
Hey, Deborah, you ever heard the term "raise the blue Peter"?
Yes.
Yeah, it's what they
I've
would do.
lived here. I'm going in my 8th year.
Okay,
So,
you're living on the boat, huh?
yes, I do.
Who
yes.
are you hiding from, Deborah?
Nope. Actually, to be honest with you, I don't fit in down here because I'm the only one who doesn't do drugs or steal.
You know what, Deborah? That's funny. That's why I don't fit in up here. So that's kind of weird. It's the opposite thing.
So it's kind of like a match made in heaven here.
Now, Deborah, living on the boat, do you take it out for a sail every now and then?
Not since, and this is going to crush Joel. I just said my ex's name.
Oh.
I just talked to Dean, and when Josh said something about, is her husband dead? Actually, my boyfriend 2 months ago drowned. So I don't go out and sail anymore.
Okay.
That sort of takes
But
the
it's-
wind
but in
out
a good way.
wind out of our sails. Thank you. I'm not sure who to thank, Josh. or
No.
you.
I had to laugh. I mean, it is what it is, you know, and life goes on. So.
Well, now, but living on a boat, you sent Josh a letter, and you said that the only difficult thing was showering. Is that correct?
Oh, I'm during
Sailing is easy on the boat if there's high winds, and you know how many knots, what is high down here. It's tricky. You just have to learn balance.
There you go.
And I've never lived on a sailboat until I met him.
I've always loved it in movies when somebody they'll show somebody who's living on a boat, but parked in the docks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So all of my humor is based on pure jealousy, Deborah.
No, I'm out on a mooring, Josh.
Oh,
You could go in the morning. You can go in the evening. You can go in the middle of the day. It really
Do you remember? I want to say I think this was the first season of Miami Vice. I think it was Don Johnson's character lived on a boat, and he had an alligator
did.
named Elvis living down
Yes,
below
I
deck.
remember that.
I love that stuff.
That would be quite ridiculous in the real world to have a giant alligator below deck.
Well, we do
Yes.
have crocs. We do have crocs that go through here. So we have, I've had everything up to my boat except a large sea turtle. Everything comes up to my boat. And if
Manatee,
Josh ever
you
wants
see-
to go fishing,
you
he's
see-
going to have to learn how to fish on the ocean.
Do you see manatees?
Yes. Oh, now we got cool weather last night, so the most I've ever counted around my boat is 23 of them, and they come in.
Whoa.
And I named one Scarface. He's awesome. And I only clean under my boat every 2 years because the greenery, they come around and they just tie up and they start eating.
Oh.
And I've had dolphins in my boat early morning, so I bet my backyard's better than yours.
I bet.
I'm guessing Scarface got that way by having a run-in with an Evinrude.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry to say.
He's got a huge scar. Yeah.
So, Deborah, you're oceanside on the island?
I am not. I'm on the bay side.
Okay.
I'm across, you know where the Lorelei is, Christy?
Yep.
Okay. I'm the single one across. You'll see, when you sit out and you're facing towards sunset, you'll see my boat.
Wow.
Well, cool.
And when I lived in Key West, I never drove my cars. I sold both of them. I moved up here. It's a life story. It's a life change. I have 2 kayaks, 2 bicycles, and if I want to go anywhere, I fly or I'll take a bus.
Okay.
Nice. Good for
Well,
you.
thanks.
I mean, traffic down here is insane.
I bet.
Lifestyle, the most I've been on this boat at 60 knot winds.
Oh.
Wow.
And
That's
Tom knows
rocking.
this. I have a bilge keel, so my boat doesn't rock like a rocking horse. It turns and sways.
Okay.
Well, thanks for the call. Have a great day today. We're going to move
And I've got
forward.
one more thing. May I say one more thing?
I
I've been
guess.
waiting 20-some years for this. Is everybody listening?
Yeah,
Yeah, oh,
we're
yeah.
listening.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Chick, go back 20-some years, 1998, Fort Wayne, Indiana, all weekend with me.
What?
There we go.
Yes. Finally.
I have, okay, whatever you say.
Okay, remember, and listen to this. You went by your real name
Oh,
when
God.
you checked in, and you
geez.
invited me for the weekend. Now, wait.
Oh, God.
I'm going to get shot for this. And you ordered grapes and Miller Lite beer.
Yeah, that sounds like me, all right.
That's right.
Yep, that's me,
How about
okay.
Okay, Deborah, we got to go here. Christy, give me the teaser.
That couldn't have gone better.
Yeah.
Somehow I blame you.
Ah, boy. Where do we go from here?
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Lunch over there?
I'm just having some grapes and drinking Miller Lite. No problem. Hey, Christy, we're back on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, chick.
She's over there at the news desk. There's Josh Arnold,
Hi.
the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. I'm Chick McGee.
You okay?
Yeah, there's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Lady killer.
There's Tom Griswold. Boy, oh boy.
We're all okay.
Managed to stay off the radar all these years.
Chick McGee, this is your life.
Now, we have been doing something for the NFL season, and we call it our Pigskin Pick'em. And every week we've given away a beautiful grill, not just any grill, a Big Green Egg Mini Max.
That's right.
And while we were gone on vacation, we had a couple winners, and I believe joining us on the phone right now, we have one of them, and he is Chris Charrier. Am I getting it right, Chris?
Yes, sir. That is absolutely correct.
And you are calling us from Westlake, Louisiana?
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, are you on a lake, in fact?
No, right outside the lake, there's a large bridge that leads over the lake, and I'm just on the east end of that.
Okay,
Cool.
but there actually is a lake.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Westlake, Louisiana.
Yeah, where we live, if you have the word lake in any apartment complex, there isn't one. It's a
Retention pond.
It's a retention pond with
Yeah.
a sign saying no swimming, no boating, no fun.
Right.
Well, congratulations, Chris. We were on vacay when you won during week 15.
Thank you.
And I know that this weekend there's some very important games, and I thought perhaps we would ask your opinion. If you had to pick one of these games and pick the winner, which one would you go for?
You got your eye on one there, Chris?
No, to be honest with you, I'm not very good at this. I'm
Okay.
quite surprised I won.
You
Yeah.
know, the way Chris the way things have been going today,
Yeah, we're all.
we're expecting you to blurt out something about a dead relative that recently
Or
was
did
buried.
I sleep with you in 1988?
Yeah, you and Christy were
Just spit it out. You and Christy in a Holiday Inn.
One night in Angola, Indiana.
Yeah, who knew?
wine and breadsticks. And,
So you're saying
Oh, Christy, we both would have remembered.
Oh, I like the confidence and the compliment.
yes.
I do too.
Very, very nice. So, are you saying that you won through dumb luck?
I did. I really did. I think it was like a 2-point difference of the winner, and they had to pick our name out of a hat between me and another gentleman, and I won.
Congratulations.
But you got enough games corrected to be in part of the finals, and then
14 out of 16. Yes, sir.
so, do you have a favorite NFL team?
The New Orleans Saints, all the way.
Oh, the
Well,
New Orleans
that makes
Saints.
sense.
Now, the Saints are visiting Atlanta this weekend to take on the Falcons, one of their rivals. And
Big rival.
the Falcons are getting 4 points. 4
I still
points.
got my Saints.
You like your Saints minus the 4, huh? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll take the Falcons plus the 4, Tom. What do you think of that?
okay,
Just to be contrary.
we'll write that down.
All right, write that down.
We'll go with that. Chris, your last name. A lot of people mispronounce it. Do they call you Chris Cherrier? Since it starts
They
with a
do.
CH.
Everybody gets it wrong. And chick, it does mean a large cow in the bathtub.
You're right.
I told you.
Well, Chris, thanks so much for playing, and we certainly appreciate it, even if it may have been dumb luck there at the end. You got 14 of 16 games for starters. That isn't bad. And tomorrow we're going to talk with a lady, Karen Jones, who got 16 of 16 this past week, right?
Impressive.
And and we'll see how she does. And of course, the final week is coming up this week. And if you want to play, everybody, you got to get your entry in prior to Saturday because there's no Thursday night game. So you too could win a beautiful big green egg mini max. Thanks again, Chris. Have a great day.
Yes, thank you.
Yes,
Thank
Chris.
y'all. Y'all too.
Okay.
Appreciate it very much.
Be
Thanks
well.
for listening.
Okay, now you remember him, Christy?
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I've ever been. I've only been in Louisiana once.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, I was married, so
My
I was with
memoir.
them.
From what I understand.
8 inches of Louisiana.
Well.
What is going on today?
Today's show it's completely off the rails.
I don't even know what to do now.
We got
Yeah, take your shirt off. You'll feel better.
Really? That helps.
I'm scared. I'm exhilarated. I'm nervous.
A team of scientists have trained goldfish to drive
No, they haven't.
on land.
This is stupid.
CTV News
Oh, like
reports.
on land. Like if it was in the water, it would make sense.
Apparently, researchers have constructed the fish-operated vehicle, or FOV, from a plexiglass water tank outfitted with 4 motorized wheels, a camera, computer, and it's called LiDAR technology. I have
just
no
hope-
idea what that is.
I just hope the scientist in charge of this has some of those wacky, like 2 or 3 lens glasses and like big hair that is so. Well, today we're going to.
I want to
teach
find out the genius that wrote this project proposal and, got it funded.
Exactly.
Scientists said the FOV was, quote, designed to detect the fish's position in the water tank and react by activating the wheels so that the vehicle would move in the direction of the fish's position.
Oh, the fish in position.
In this way, the vehicle's reaction to the fish's position allowed the fish to drive. Once the goldfish became accustomed to the FOV, they eventually learned to navigate towards a pink target that would earn them food.
And then there was a car wreck. And then
The dog found them. No.
Aren't goldfish going to be terrible drivers because they forget their blinkers on and they don't know direction? Don't they forget everything every 9 seconds or
Something like that.
Scientists said the fish eventually exhibited control of the FOV and a high level of success, adding that their study suggests, contrary to what you just said, fish can learn to control a vehicle and use simple navigation strategies to successfully perform
so
a task.
Elon Musk forgot about your self-driving computer.
Yeah.
We've got goldfish driving school buses full of kids now. How weird.
Yeah, it is very weird.
But again, they got the money for it, and I guess they're proving something. I'm not sure exactly what.
So now we have children and dogs in the news. Pope Francis has criticized couples who choose to have pets instead of children, saying that they are selfish, arguing that their decision to forego parenthood leads to a loss of humanity and is a detriment to civilization.
Tom has his hand raised.
Go ahead, Tom.
Isn't the Pope declining to be a parent also?
Yeah.
Not trying to be a
Yeah, I don't
jerk
think
here.
he has a choice in the matter.
No,
Interesting.
Rewrite
He
the
would-
rules. You're the boss, man.
He would have to quit.
I'm thinking about adopted. No? Maybe not.
Who will rescue the who?
No, maybe not. Okay.
It would be kind of funny if there was a Pope Francis and a Pope Francis Jr.
This is a mortal sin. You tell him, Pop.
Do you know who my dad is?
Could I be excused?
Why come down against dogs?
I don't know why he's
Dogs didn't do anything wrong.
Now, I am fine with the Pope saying if you're a couple and you own a dog, calling your dog a fur baby is a mortal sin. I agree. Real stupid.
You don't like that?
God bless it. Do you say fur baby?
No, I don't. No, I don't, but I have definitely heard that.
It is kind of funny, though, when a couple like that has a dog with a really silly name, when they're just like, how could I have kids when I have to raise Mr. Beansy?
You know what? You're right.
I
You
do
can't
like
have
it for
kids.
that.
Watch the entire show live or on demand at bobandtom.com or listen live with the Bob and Tom app. And be sure to tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.